Right now, live at 5, confusion in Wisconsin. As the legislature repeals the state's mask mandate, the governor puts another one in place. We're getting reaction from elected officials. Plus,
as COVID-19 vaccines are rolling out, we tell you what you need to know about children getting the vaccine.
And bundle up, a cold snap is coming, what you should do to prepare. And later, the Super Bowl pregame activities might look different this year, but those in attendance say the fun is just the same.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Wisconsin State Capitol, where the back and forth over the mask mandate continues and sends a message of confusion to residents in the area. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. Just an hour after Wisconsin Republicans revoked the state's mask mandate, Governor Tony Evers put it back in place. The state's GOP-controlled legislature today repealed both the mask mandate and the state's emergency declaration. Governor Evers reissued that, too. The Wisconsin GOP has said the mandates are government overreach. Evers blasted Republican lawmakers, accusing them of playing politics with people's health. He says they've obstructed the state's efforts to save lives and prevent the spread of the pandemic.
We know that wearing face coverings can save lives and prevent death. We know it's supported by science and the CDC. And we know it's supported by more than 40 statewide organizations.
Evers says a state survey shows 72% of Wisconsinites agree people should wear masks in public. Lawmakers can vote again to repeal the new orders. If they do, it would make Wisconsin one of only 10 states without a mask mandate. Democratic Senator Janet Bewley, who represents much of northwest Wisconsin in Madison, reacted to the back and forth today, saying GOP lawmakers aren't taking public health into consideration.
My Republican colleagues feel that it is more important to get into a debate about who has the authority to do this sort of thing.
Senator Bewley also says Republicans are using the mask mandate repeal to distract from their lack of a COVID action plan. And a reminder, the Superior City Council just put the city's local mask mandate back in place this week for this very reason. Mayor Jim Payne added that to the agenda last minute. He says as a local leader, he wants to keep his community protected.
The city of Superior is still going to be here to protect its residents as best we can, and we're going to be taking the lead and working with our partners at Douglas County and the state of Wisconsin to make sure that we do everything we can to keep people safe.
Superior's old mask mandate expired in September, but will now last until the city's new emergency order expires on April 30th. The rule goes into effect on Monday. Hospitals in Itasca County are working on vaccine outreach for their older population. During a virtual update this morning, health leaders encourage residents to reach out and contact their healthcare provider. They say that way it'll be easier to know when you are eligible to get a COVID-19 vaccine. If you don't have a healthcare provider, they say it will be helpful to connect with one. Itasca County hospital leaders say they want to do everything they can to help the most vulnerable Minnesotans.
We're really trying to make sure we're reaching this population. We want to make sure that everyone's included and has access to a vaccine when it's available.
As for schools in Itasca County, principals and coaches say they're happy to have most of their kids back in the classroom, and so far everything has been going well. While many estimate that we are months away from the general public and children having access to the COVID-19 vaccine, parents still have many questions. CBS3's Emma Quinn spoke with pediatric medical professionals about what you need to know ahead of time.
It could take months before children head to a healthcare facility like this one behind me for a COVID-19 vaccine, but medical experts at Essentia Health are encouraging everyone to get vaccinated when eligible. Hospitals like Essentia are waiting on guidelines from the CDC and Minnesota Department of Health when it comes to learning more about the vaccine in children. But like any other vaccine, experts say swelling or soreness around the injection site and a fever are normal symptoms after vaccination. They expect that to be a similar situation for children.
Find that the body's actually doing its job and making the right cells, the right antibodies to fight the infection. So even though it's uncomfortable for kids and for adults, it's really okay when we see those side effects.
Essential health medical experts say taking over-the-counter medication like ibuprofen usually will help. Experts say it's also a waiting game to know if children and adults will be separated into different priority groups once the general public is able to receive the vaccine.
Thanks, Emma. Pediatricians also have concerns over children not getting the typical necessary vaccinations and having regular checkups due to the pandemic. Tonight at 6, we'll take a deeper look into the impact that could have. Well, looking ahead, in about a half hour, Duluth school leaders plan to give an update on the learning model for middle and high school students. That meeting is set to start at 5:30. Duluth's middle and high schoolers have been distance learning since March when the pandemic first started. Some parents have advocated to bring them back to the classroom. Last week, Duluth's youngest elementary students resumed in-person learning following state recommendations. We'll have much more on that meeting coming up tonight at 10. Well, we have set up a local vaccine information center on our website to ensure you can stay up to date on the latest information as it becomes available. You can find all of that information on CBS3Duluth.com. Well, here's a live look from Washington, D.C., where lawmakers are gearing up for a potential all-nighter as Democrats prepare to pass President Biden's COVID relief bill. The president has signaled he's open to changes in his plan, but wants Congress to act quickly. Michael George reports from New York.
Democrats are moving swiftly to pass President Biden's nearly $2 trillion COVID relief plan without Republican support.
We hope that the Republicans will join us in support. We would prefer that, but we need to have the leverage to proceed whether they do or not.
Republicans who prefer a much smaller stimulus plan are making Democrats take difficult votes on a slew of amendments today in a marathon session known as a vote-a-rama.
The remaining damage to our economy does not require another multi-trillion-dollar non-targeted Band-Aid.
The president says he wants to fulfill a campaign promise of $1,400 payments to Americans, but might be willing to negotiate over who qualifies.
A White House source tells CBS News the Biden administration is considering an idea to send millions of masks directly to American households, but no decision has been made yet. Dave joins us now for a quick look at the weather. Dave, temperature-wise, it was not too bad out there today, but I know a cool down is coming.
Yeah, it's slipping. Already in northwestern Minnesota, we're dropping into the single digits, while in the UP, we're still holding on to readings of around 30. So the rest of us are in between, and some snow is in between us as well. And for many Minnesotans, it's already over. But for the tip of the Arrowhead, winter weather advisory could continue until tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. And the same deal will hold true for the eastern, or actually the western parts of northern Wisconsin. Once you get into the Bayfield Peninsula through the Upper Peninsula, though, a winter storm warning could stay in effect for folks there till 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'll show some snow totals on a chart here in just a little bit, but right now, here is the Doppler satellite map that indeed shows the snow belt still getting snow, and we'll talk more about how much more could come down with that in just a bit. But here's a quick look at our overnight forecast. Mostly cloudy sky here in Minnesota, starting to drop towards 5 below for the overnight low. Tomorrow's high only 6 above if you're lucky. Colder than that come the weekend. We'll talk about the length of the cold snap coming up after our break.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, the race is on at Spirit Mountain. Plus, the Wisconsin Animal Shelter is looking for you to spread some love this Valentine's Day. City by City is up next.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS 3. CBS 3 News is brought to you by Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, it helped me pay for my house. Being part-time really helped because I could have some opportunities that were still in education.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
You already know that Cary Toyota Superior is a great place to buy and service your vehicle, but we have a lot more to offer every driver and not just people with Toyotas. We have the Yakima line of products for the adventure seekers, including roof racks, bike and kayak racks, and cargo carriers. We also have running boards, bed steps, and Access brand tonneau covers like I put on my truck. And for those of you who like a clean vehicle, we have professional detailing services and all-weather floor liners from Toyota and WeatherTech. Carry Toyota and Superior. We have something for every driver.
This Valentine's Day, Numi Jewelers is featuring 3 ways to a woman's heart. A real rose trimmed in pure 24-karat gold that lasts forever. An 18-inch freshwater pearl necklace and a box of chocolates, all for $99. True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
Attention Zantac users. The FDA requested manufacturers to pull Zantac and products containing ranitidine off the market, noting exposure to unacceptable levels of a cancer-causing agent. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with cancer after regular use of Zantac or ranitidine products, you might be entitled to financial compensation. If you have any of these cancers, time is critical. Call now for a free consultation. If you don't win, you pay nothing.
Call 800-617-7458. Questions about the COVID-19 vaccine? Now there's an information center to provide the details you need. Get local vaccine information and the latest from the CDC, all at CBS3Duluth.com. When it matters most, turn to live, local CBS3.
I'm taking you around your neighborhood, telling the stories that need to be told. Join me, Leanne Valdez, as we celebrate Black History Month in the Northland.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain, where a popular ski race is set to take place. We'll have more on that in just a minute. And later on, Dave will be in with this week's forecast. But first, let's take a look around the region. A summer job opportunity in Chisholm, plus how you can help out shelter animals this Valentine's Day. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We'll start on the Iron Range, where the city of Chisholm is looking ahead to summer in hopes of hiring 2 temporary summer recreation directors for the Chisholm Summer Recreation Program. Hourly rate is between $13 and $15 per hour, depending on your qualifications. The summer rec directors are responsible for the development of a 6-week youth program, implementing and coordinating activities, supervising staff and participants. You must be at least 18 years old to apply and must have the ability to pass a background check and drug and alcohol testing. Applications and a complete job description are available on the city's website. Now to Spirit Mountain, where the Atmore Memorial Mid-American Ski Race will be held at the Duluth Ski Hill tomorrow through February 7th. The Atmore will feature the top alpine ski competitors from the United States. The race consists of 2 slalom races each day down the Gandy Dancer and the Bear Claw trails. The Atmore is part of the Mid-America Race Series. The 43rd annual Atmore race is the premier divisional alpine ski race in the Midwest. Racing begins at Spirit Mountain each day at 9 a.m. And the Northwoods Humane Society is asking the community to spread some love to animals in need this month. From February 5th to the 19th, you can help out by donating dry and canned foods for dogs and cats at the shelter. Donations can be dropped off at the locations listed on your screen, including Marketplace Foods, Armstrong Insurance Agency, Northwoods Humane Society, and Hayward Feed and Seed. You can call the Northwoods Humane Society at 715-934-4459 with any questions. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, go ahead and send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. And still to come on Live at 5, we're keeping the party going as we honor a local hero who had a milestone birthday. We'll take you to the Iron Range after the break.
Here's a look at the road conditions in the wake of the snow that's been coming through. In Minnesota, really not too bad. Just a few slippery stretches up north, and into Wisconsin and Michigan, just a little bit more slippery because the snow's continuing there. I'll talk about for how long coming up in just a few more minutes.
Mahomes and the defending champion Chiefs against Brady and the Bucs. Super Bowl 55, Sunday on CBS.
At Ralph Eye Care Specialists, we help your family see well. We check your child's need for glasses, and we screen for problems which are best treated early in life. We test your parents for diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma. These often have no early symptoms, so regular eye exams are important. And we care for you, providing routine and emergency care for your lifetime. Call now to schedule an appointment at Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Update your home with great flooring from Menards. With many flooring options and top brands like Tarkett, you'll find the perfect flooring to give your home a fresh, new look. Laminate flooring is durable and simple to maintain. Sheet vinyl is waterproof and easy to install. Vinyl plank is waterproof and quickly clicks together. Tarkett Ingenuity Luxury Vinyl Plank Flooring comes in 2 styles. $189 a square foot. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. With over 40 filtration systems, including the world's best softener, no one filters more than Culligan Water. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
I protect this house every time I step on the ice. J3 Insurance protects my house, my family, and everything important to me 24/7. Visit or call J3 Insurance today and protect what matters to you.
Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
Melt the cold winter with hot gear from Duluth Lawn and Sports.
Questions about the COVID-19 vaccine? Now there's an information center to provide the details you need. Get local vaccine information and the latest from the CDC. All at CBS3Duluth.com. When it matters most, turn to live, local CBS3.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Kerry Toyota.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, for Minnesotans, I think most of the snow's done except for a couple of spits of flurries as the night goes on. Wisconsin and Michigan may get a bit more, and we'll show you the latest chart on how much more could come. But here's preliminary estimates on what's arrived so far. Let's go in tight and check things out. So far, Hayward seems to have the highest total at 5.5 inches, but Two Harbors coming in with 4.5. Superior has 4, 3.5 for Ashland and Iron River. National Weather Service Duluth came in with 2.1, but could go towards 3.1. As we check their updates. Mattawa 2 inches, Moose Lake 2 inches as well. And again, for Wisconsin and the UP, you may get more at least through 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Airport in Duluth right now, 17 degrees. Relative humidity 65% with a northwest wind 8 miles per hour. 29.47 inches of mercury or 998 millibars. Air pressure is now low as twin lows work through our region. That temperature, that's going to go down. Those winds, they're going to go up. And it's going to get pretty chilly by tomorrow afternoon and stay that way for about a week. So right now, towards the Upper Peninsula, with your temperatures running 23 to 26, the warmest you'll have in a while. Wisconsin numbers are going 19 and Superior to 25 towards La Pointe. It's going to cool down for you folks as well, just like it's going towards Baudette right now, down to 8 above already. So Iron Range numbers in the teens. Not too bad for a little while longer. Upper teens, the North Shore, not so bad either. We also have teens towards east central Minnesota. That'll all go away. The cold snap begins tomorrow morning with a few temps below 0. And like I mentioned, they're going to stay that way for the next week. Close-up Doppler and satellite picture here shows a trough of lower pressure connecting a low to the north and one to the south, and that's what's been working through here in the past day or so, and still working through the South Shore into the Upper Peninsula. So again, a little more snow may fall there. What are we thinking is going to happen once the snow goes? Of course, the cold is going to charge in, but before the cold comes in, this is how much snow I think we're going to end up with by Friday morning. Minnesota, most towns 1 to 3 inches, but the North Shore could get a little more, and folks in Wisconsin running about 4 to 6 inches there. It's the Bayfield Peninsula through the Upper Peninsula with some lake influence that could run 6 to 12 inches in that part of the country, but in the snowbelt, folks are used to it. And they make good use of it, too, with a lot of snowmobiling and outdoor sports. Then once we get into the weekend, yeah, Arctic high pressure takes over the upper Midwest, and we go pretty low for our temperatures. They go this low. Let's fire up the 7-day forecast. Tonight in Minnesota, it gets down towards 10 below up north and maybe even 5 below at the airport in Duluth. 0 down towards Moose Lake. Mostly cloudy sky lingers, even though the air pressure will start increasing again. There's still a 30% chance for more snow for folks in Wisconsin and Michigan with lows there a little bit warmer, 0 to 2 above. For tomorrow, daytime highs, Wisconsin and Michigan, 6 to 9 above. Mostly cloudy for Wisconsin, but a little lake effect could last longer for the UP, of course. Into Minnesota, mostly cloudy with highs from 3 inland to 10 above. And then it gets colder for the week ahead. Fairly clear for the sky. Daytime highs about 5 below to 3 above. Overnight low temperatures by Saturday morning, 15 to 25 below for the Twin Ports region. And again, the 30 below range is possible farther inland. And with these high winds with us at least through Saturday, a wind chill factor may factor in too, and we'll be keeping our eye out for advisories on that as time goes on.
Sounds like a good weekend to kind of hunker down, stay inside, stay safe.
Yeah, this is a good weekend for cliches. Throw another log on the fire and a 3-dog night and,
yes.
you know, all of that sort of thing.
Doesn't sound too bad to me. Thanks, Dave. Well, a heads up to ice anglers on the bay between Park Point and the Blotnick Bridge. Tomorrow, the Coast Guard plans to cut ice in that area to make way for a tug barge. Snowmobilers, ATV riders, and anglers are asked to be extra careful near the shipping channels. Well, as below zero temperatures start to creep in, Duluth city officials want to make sure you stay safe. Assistant Duluth Fire Chief Clint Reff says cold weather can bring some risks. He says frostbite can set in minutes, adding, you need to make sure you shovel your driveway in chunks, not all at once, and cut your pet's walks in half. People will inevitably explore unsafe ways of staying warm. Ref says to be smart about it.
People use their ovens to try to heat. Remember, that's not what the oven's for. Space heaters, we really would prefer you not to use a space heater, but there are people that will have to do so. And if you're going to do that, make sure you're keeping a buffer between any flammable objects and the heater.
Rev adds people should stock up on everything they need so they don't have to go anywhere this weekend. Well, we're going to continue a special birthday celebration for a very special Chisholm resident who turned 100 years old. Mr. Lucien, also known as Bill, celebrated his 100th birthday yesterday, and the city of Chisholm came out to celebrate him. This was the line of cars that showed up for his birthday parade. We want to thank the CHS class of 1966 for sharing this video and the photos with us. Mr. Lucien served as a Marine in World War II and in the Army in Korea. Now, personally, I've known Mr. Lucien for as long as I can remember, and he truly is a wonderful man who has done so much for his country and community. So from all of us here at CBS3, happy birthday, Mr. Lucien. Thanks for all you've done and continue to do. Let's head to Hibbing now for our adoptable pet of the day. Everyone meet Luna. Luna is a domestic short hair. She is 6 years old, 8 pounds, and is a brown tabby with white coloring. Our friends at Range Regional Animal Rescue tell us Luna is a calm girl with a little sass who prefers a mellow atmosphere. She's been around other cats, so she could possibly adjust to a home with others, but it depends on if they can match each other's vibes. Luna is up to date on shots. She is spayed, chipped, and ready to go. So if you're wanting a new girl to have around the house just to keep you company, we think Luna would be a great fit. If you'd like to adopt Luna or set up an appointment to meet her, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, the Super Bowl experience might look different this year, but fans are still celebrating the upcoming big game. We'll take you there after the break.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to
go ahead and smile.
Your students, your patients, your customers, your family. You've got a lot of people relying on you. And that's why you trust Mediacom. With 99.99% proven network reliability, Mediacom keeps your home and business running. We know when your internet works, your life works. So we work around the clock to ensure you get the most reliable connection possible.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here, and if you're on Medicare, this is important. You're now entitled to eliminate copays and get dental care, dentures, eyeglasses, prescription coverage, in-home aids, unlimited transportation, and home-delivered meals, all at no additional cost. Plus, your zip code may have coverage with the Give Back benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. Look, with the uncertainty of the virus and vaccines, you need to get everything you're entitled to. Here's the bottom line. Call to get significant benefits at no additional cost and see if your zip code has coverage with the Give Back benefit. Millions of people have trusted the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You can too. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-916-5591. That's 1-800-916-5591 now.
Join Black Bear Casino Resort as we give you a chance to multiply your moolah. Saturdays in February from 6 to 9 p.m., 3 players each hour will be selected and get a chance to multiply their moolah up to $7,500 in cash. 12 lucky winners every Saturday in February. Earn entry starting January 31st. For more information, visit blackbearcasinoresort.com. Multiply your moolah Saturdays in February and make the Bear your place.
Greg ended up being a fantastic candidate for a partial knee replacement. We have the advantage here at Memorial Medical Center to use Corey, which is a robotic platform for doing knee replacement. In Greg's case, the system allows us to go in, we do a 3D mapping of his actual knee. Then we can do a simulated knee replacement where we can change the size of the components, the type of component that we're going to put in. We can change the position of the components in 0.5 millimeter increment and 0.5 degree. It gives us a level of input and information that we never had before.
Don't let the weather ruin your day.
Covered by a winter storm watch.
Dave Anderson, Caitlin Moffat, and Peter Kavitkauskas. The CBS3 weather team, tracking more than just severe storms. Dave
The interactive Super Bowl experience usually attracts tens of thousands of football fans during the week leading up to the big game. But with the pandemic still going strong, the NFL was forced to make some adjustments to keep everyone safe. Masks are required and fewer people are on the field, but the game is on at the Super Bowl experience in Tampa. There were plenty of kicks and touchdown passes, but this year every ball is wiped down in between plays. Besides limiting the number of fans at the experience, volunteers are assigned to remind people to social distance when possible, and automatic hand sanitizers are throughout the park. The Carlisle family traveled from Iowa to root for the Chiefs, and like most fans there, the threat of COVID didn't stop them from flocking to the city.
The biggest worry was if Kansas City could actually get back to the Super Bowl, because we've had it booked for a while.
We're happy to be here. We're happy to be at the experience. And go Bucks.
You can catch the Super Bowl right here on CBS3.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, breaking news. Former President Donald Trump is called to testify before Congress in his own impeachment trial. Why Democrats say getting Trump under oath is necessary. Plus, is your baby food tainted? A disturbing new government report finds some brands of baby food contain toxic heavy metals. The details tonight. And our series, Women in the Pandemic, why a group of powerful women wants the government to start paying a salary to at-home mothers. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Heart and Vascular Center. Don't avoid care during COVID-19. Ask your doctor how to stay heart healthy.
The health of the Iron Range is our passion. That's why at Fairview Range, we do everything we can to keep our community healthy and safe. Our compassionate team is always here for you and for each other. No matter what, we step up because that's just what we do. We are here for you, always. Fairview Range, we're here.
Truck toppers, lids, liners, and accessories. Northwest Outlet is your truck topper headquarters of the Northland. Northwest Outlet has a large variety of ARE toppers for all makes and models of trucks, foreign or domestic, in all kinds of custom colors and styles and free installation. ARE's smooth, sculptured profiles and tight fit make it hard to see where the cab ends and the topper begins. Beautiful and rugged ARE has the highest quality construction for strength and durability. Northwest Outlet, 1814 Belknap Superior, the store that saves you more.
It is the question that matters the most, that takes you behind the story.
It is a new day in America.
It drives everything we do, and without it, our purpose...
Don't forget this moment. Don't forget it.
...and our freedom fade. This is why.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3.
okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Thursday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story, and we'll see what's coming up tonight at 6. Just an hour after Wisconsin Republicans revoked the state's mask mandate, Governor Tony Evers put it back in place. The state's GOP-controlled legislature today repealed both the mask mandate and the state's emergency declaration. Evers reissued that as well. We will continue to keep you updated on the latest as the mask mandate debate continues. And later tonight, as the nation scrambles to get more COVID shots in people's arms, a new problem is arising. Rural distribution. It's impacting areas around the country and right here at home. Tonight at 6, we look at what's happening in rural Wisconsin and why some pharmacies aren't getting the number of doses they say they need. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you right back here at 6.